Hi everyone, I am Srisa. This is your fourth lesson in Grade 3 Social Science. Today's chapter is Landforms. Before we start our today's topic, shall I recall your new words? Now we are going to learn few new words for reading practice which are given below. Shall we? Plains. 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 Deserts. 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 Mountains. 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 Hills. 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 Valley. 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 Plateau. 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 Island. 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 Peninsula. 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 Coastal plains. Coastal. Coastal. Plains. Plains. Coastal plains. Coastal. Coastal. Plains. Plains. Coastal plains. Coastal. Coastal. Plains. Plains. Coastal plains. Seas. 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 Oceans. 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 River. 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 Glaciers. 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 Lake. 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 Pond. 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 Now we are going to see our today's topic is landforms. When you look at drawings of different sceneries, you can see that some drawings have hills. Some show rivers and green flat lands, while others may show a seesaw or an area covered with sand. All these sceneries show different phases of the earth we live on. The surface of the earth is not the same at all places. Some areas are very high, some have medium height, while others are flat. These different forms on the surface of the earth called landforms. Landforms are natural formations made up of rock, soil, and water bodies that make up the surface of the earth. In other words, landforms are the face of the earth. Some examples of landforms are deserts, mountains, hills, valleys, and plains. Land is the solid part of the surface of the earth. We live on land. Villages, towns, and cities exit on land. Farming is also done on land. Let us now read about some different kinds of landforms. Plains. Plains are flat and level surface on the earth. Rivers such as Ganga and Yamuna flow through these plains. These rivers have made the soil very fertile. Crops can be grown easily in the fertile soil. The plains have forests and deserts. In the plains, summers are hot and the winters are cold. A large number of people live in the plains. An example of the plains is the northern plains of India. Desert. A desert is a large area of land, usually sandy or rocky. This landform gets very little rain and remains dry. It is an area that is either very hot or very cold. Very few plants like the cactus grow in the desert. An example of desert is the Great Indian Desert in India, also called the Thar Desert. The Thar Desert, which is located in Rajasthan, is the largest desert in India. It is spread over 4 states in India, namely Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Gujarat, and 2 states in Pakistan, and covers an area of about 446,000 square kilometers. Mountains. A mountain is a raised land on the surface of the earth. The highest part of a mountain is called its peak. Some of the high mountains look white because they are covered with snow. Mountains are generally rocky and very steep. The climate in the mountains is generally cold. Mountains generally occur in a continuous row forming a chain. Such as chain of mountains is called an mountain range. The Himalayan mountain range lies in the north of India. Hills. A landform similar to a mountain but lower in height is a hill. It rains heavily on the hills. People living in hilly areas make houses with sloping roofs so that water can easily flow down. People living in hills make steps on the slopes of the hills for farming. The Nilagiri Hills in South India are an example of hills. Valley. Some valleys have rivers running through them and are referred to as river valleys. A valley is a lowland area between hills and mountains. Like in plains, crops grow easily in the valleys. We also find thick forest in the valleys. Valley of Flowers in Uttarakhand is known for its rare and beautiful flowers that blossom here in the summer season. Plateau. A plateau is a highland area which has a flat upper surface and very steep sides. Since it is flat at the top, it is also called tableland. The Deccan Plateau in central India is the largest plateau in our country. Cotton is the main crop grown in this region. Island. An island is a piece of land that is completely surrounded by water. There are 2 groups of islands in our country. The Andaman and Nicobar group of islands lie in the Bay of Bengal. The Lakshadweep Islands are found in the Arabian Sea. The residents of Andaman and Nicobar Islands mainly belong to Arawa tribe. They are less than 500 in number and do not interact with outsiders. Peninsula. A peninsula is a mass of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides and connected to the mainland on one side. India is a large peninsula as it is surrounded by water on 3 sides. The Arabian Sea lies on the western side, the Bay of Bengal on the eastern side, and the Indian Ocean on the southern side. Coastal plains. A coastal plain is a flat, low-lying stripe of land along the boundary of seas and oceans. India has a vast area of coastal plains along the southern peninsula. It is neither very hot nor very cold in the coastal plains. An example of coastal plains is the coastal plains of Kerala in South India. Water bodies. A large part of the Earth's surface is covered with different kinds of water bodies such as oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, and ponds. Seas and oceans. Seas and oceans are very large bodies of water. A sea is a small area of ocean partially surrounded by land. Seas and oceans have very salty water. There are 5 oceans in the world: Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, Arctic Ocean. Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean in the world and Arctic Ocean is the smallest. River. A river is a long stream of flowing water. It may start from the mountains with the melting of snow or from rainwater falling on hill slopes. All the rivers flow and join the sea. There are many rivers in India. Some of the big ones are Ganga, Yamuna, Indus, Brahmaputra, Krishna, and Mahanadi. Many towns and cities have flourished near the rivers. The Ganga is the longest river in India. Nile is the longest river in the world. Glaciers. A glacier is a large body of ice that moves slowly on a landmass of snow. Glaciers are formed when a large amount of snow collects in an area. Glaciers appear in very cold places where there is snowfall throughout the year. Glaciers store about 70 to 80% of all the fresh water in the world. Lake. It is a body of water surrounded by land on all sides. It may have salt water or fresh water. The water in the lakes is still and does not flow like the river water. Ular Lake is the largest freshwater lake in India. It is located in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Pond. A pond is very similar to a lake. However, it is smaller than a lake and less deep too. Unlike a lake, which is formed naturally, ponds are usually man-made. Now I have planned to give you an activity. Refer your concept book in the page number of 54 and answer the following questions. Do and document. Get into groups of 4. Choose a landform or a water body. Give any 2 clues to other groups and ask them to guess the landform or water body. Your first question is, name of the landform or water body chosen by my group. Name of the landform or water body chosen by my group. Your second question is, the clues given by my group. The clues given by my group. Your third question is, name of the landforms or water bodies guessed by my group. Name of the landforms or water bodies guessed by my group. Your fourth question is, clues given by any other group. Clues given by any other group. I hope you're all going to enjoy this activity with your family members. I'll see you in my next class. Thank you.